Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamundamandi in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so very much for joining us for our Tuesday Puja and Satsang. This is part 28 of our series, Kali for Everyone. And tonight we're kind of moving over to the Tibetan side, and we're going to honor Troma Nagmo, the dark form of Kali in Tibetan Buddhism. Start out with a quick announcement. This coming Friday at 7 p.m., I'll be sharing with you a Cho-based meditation, a guided meditation centered on Bhadrakali, the benevolent Kali of the Kathmandu Valley. And this will be for material prosperity and also strengthening one's sense of both self-worth and spiritual worth as well. Need to do a little something with our lighting here. There we go. We just had a little technical problem that I've just solved. Well, we can see our altar a lot better. This is the central tier of our high altar here at Tridevi Chamunda Mandir, and the central figure carved in bone is Troma Nagmo. So let's just go ahead and go into the satsang. Her Sanskrit name is Krodh Kali, which translates to the wrathful Kali, wrathful Mother Kali. Her Tibetan name, Troma Nagmo, literally means the wrathful Black Mother. And I'd like to say namaste to Zigzag Zebra, who's joining us right now. And anybody else who happens to be tuning in at this time, please feel free to say hello using the chat function on the bottom of your screen. So Troma Nagmo is a wrathful manifestation of wisdom that cuts through the ego and ignorance. She's considered the embodiment of the great wisdom mother Prajnaparamita, the divine personification of divine Buddha wisdom. And actually, this little gold figure on the left side of your screen is an example of Prajnaparamita. She is the perfection of wisdom. Troma Nagmo is associated with the Dakini lineage and the teachings of Guru Padmasambhava, also known as Guru Rinpoche. And this is the individual who came in from India and actually brought the Buddhist path to the Tibetan plateau. I'm going to bring another illustration in to talk about her symbolism. This is a Tanka-style painting of Troma Nagmo. Her black color symbolizes the vastness and emptiness of ultimate reality. Her wrathful appearance represents fierce compassion that destroys illusion, delusion, and attachment. And she's often shown dancing in an archway of flames, holding a curved knife or kartika. This is a flaying blade, a type of blade that would be used in sky burial, and a skull cup or kapala. And this represents the severing of the ego and ego attachments. The skull cup or kapala also represents the transformation of consciousness that takes place when we meditate upon this form of the Divine Mother. Say some other things about her symbolism. She's wearing a crown of 5 skulls, which represent the transmutation of 5 poisons into 5 wisdoms. She is naked, representing the ultimate reality. And she is dancing upon a corpse, which appears to be reanimating. And this represents the really transforming our fear of death, conquering our fear of death, and also the idea that we are essentially in ourselves dead until we allow that Divine Mother presence to touch us. Her staff, also called a Khatvanga, and I've got another example of the Khatvanga here, is a skull or a staff with three heads, one that is freshly cut, a second that is in a state of decomposition, and a third which is just a bare skull. And this, on one hand, represents mastery over change, not fearing the changes that take place in our lives. And also the Khatvanga staff represents her male consort. So the dynamic masculine to go with the dynamic and divine feminine. Troma Nagmo is considered the most wrathful form of Vajrayogini, the feminine Buddha. And she has a very profound origin story. In the beginning, from the empty expanse of Dharmakaya, the ultimate reality, what we're striving for in meditation, the vast luminous awareness arose, compassion to benefit others. And from the union of emptiness and compassion, the wisdom dakinis appeared. Dakini means sky dancer, and these are divine feminine forms. And amongst these dakinis, the most fierce and powerful manifestation was Troma Nagmo, the black, wrathful mother, whose nature is pure awareness, cutting through all illusion. Thus, Troma Nagmo is not a created being, but rather a self-manifesting wisdom energy of enlightenment itself. In another layer of this story, Troma Nagmo is seen as a wrathful form of Vajravadahi, this red dakini, who's also a somewhat more wrathful form of Vajrayogini. And she embodies the blissful aspect of wisdom. When ignorance and attachment grew strong in sentient beings, Vajravadahi took on a black, wrathful form, Troma Nagmo, to subdue the most stubborn of our defilements. Her blackness therefore symbolizes the ultimate voidness that swallows all conceptual thought. One other rather interesting aspect of her symbolism is in her hair, there's a little black, the head of a little black piglet or a young wild boar, and it is squealing. And that squealing is crying out a warning to our dualistic thinking that the end of that mode of thinking is near. In the human world, Troma Nagmo's teachings were revealed as a Troma, and that is a hidden treasure teaching by the sage Dudjom Lingpa, who lived from 1835 until 1904, one of the greatest masters of the Nyingma lineage in Tibet. He received direct visions of Guru Padmasambhava and the wisdom dakinis who transmitted to him the Troma Nagmo cycle, known as the Troma Nagmo Cho practice, or the severance of ego clinging. And if you look back to some of our previous recorded broadcasts, you'll find some examples of the Troma Nagmo Cho practice. which I've shared with you. Dudjom Lingpa recorded his visions as revealed scriptures, or Troma, forming the basis of the Dudjom Tesar Troma Nagmo practice that is still very much practiced today, both not just in Tibet, but also Nepal as well. The origin story of Troma Nagmo isn't just historical, but symbolic. Her wrathful black form arises when ego and ignorance dominate. Her knife, or kartika, and actually here's an example of a kartika knife right here. Her kartika knife cuts through the illusion of self. And her skull cup, or kapala, and here's an example of a kapala, an offering bowl made from a cranium. Her skull cup receives the offering of one's own attachments. The flames around her burn away dualistic perception, and ultimately, she represents the empty yet luminous awareness that is the true nature of the mind, beyond life and beyond death. Jema Troma Nagmo. So her mantra is made up of 3 bij or seed syllables, and is the mantra AUM AH HUM. AUM AH HUM. AUM AH HUM. AUM AH HUM. This is a powerful and ancient mantra which is used in many Hindu and Tibetan Buddhist practices. It embodies the union of body, speech, and mind, and is often chanted for purification, for meditation, and aligning oneself with divine universal energy. The first syllable, Om, represents the universal vibration, the body, and the outer physical world. It is the primordial sound, the vibration of creation itself, and the expansive creation of the universe. It symbolizes the enlightened body of all Buddhas and deities. The second syllable, Ah, represents speech, breath, and communication, and it's the sound of openness and the space of awareness. It purifies negative speech and connects one to the truth. And then the final syllable, Hum, represents the mind, the heart, and wisdom. It symbolizes indivisible unity and the power of enlightened consciousness. It helps stabilize the mind in compassion and insight. So the mantra Om Ah Hum purifies body, purifies speech, and purifies mind, transforming them into the body, speech, and mind of enlightenment. It is also said to align one's personal energy with that of the Buddhas and or the universe. So we're going to be chanting Om Ah Hum as an opening meditation, as our puja mantra, and then I'm going to do a special guided meditation surrounding this mantra as well. So at this point, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position where you can look upon your screen, and especially our central figure of Troma Nagmo in the center of our altar. Find a position where your back can be straight and your breath can be full. Maybe roll the shoulders back to expand the chest. Breathing deeply, slowly. And taking some time to ground and to center and to prepare for the work we're about to do. Letting go of the cares and the concerns of the day. And those anxieties surrounding things that have happened or things that need to happen. Just breathe those away. And breathing in a sense of relaxation, a sense of peace, a sense of security, and a desire to focus on the present moment. And focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. Take a moment to connect with that divine presence within yourself, knowing she is there always to guide you, to teach you, to heal you. And if you would like, I invite you to formulate a short intention for tonight's practice, maybe thinking of some aspect of your life which is ready for healing or transformation at this time. Just formulate a very simple statement that you can repeat silently to yourself 3 times. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we're going to begin our practice by chanting the syllables AUM AH HUM individually. So as we chant the syllable AUM, I invite you to visualize a white light at the level of your forehead, purifying body. Deep inhale. And then I invite you to visualize the syllable ah as a red light in the region of your throat, purifying your personal power of speech. Deep inhale. And then finally, I invite you to visualize the syllable HUM as blue light in your heart center, purifying the powers of the mind. Deep inhale. Inhale and exhale. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. Again, look upon your screen with a relaxed gaze as we share the offerings for our puja. And I invite you to join me in chanting the 3 syllables Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. We offer perfume oil for the body. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. We offer food for our emotional selves. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. We offer light for our consciousness. Om Ah Hum. And for our ability to transform. Om Ah Hum. We offer incense for our minds. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. We offer a little water to cool the atmosphere. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. And we offer a flower for our spirit. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. And we bow with reverence. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Om Ah Hum. Jema Troma Nagmo. Jema Troma Nagmo. Jema Troma Nagmo. So again, I invite you to sit comfortably, keeping your spine straight but relaxed. You can rest your hands, palms facing upwards, one resting gently atop the other. This is called equanimity mudra. Or you can just simply rest your hands upon your knees as you sit. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. And I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling deeply through the nose and exhaling softly through the mouth. Let your body settle as you take a second deep breath. And as you take a third deep breath, hold for a moment and let it out slowly. Let your breath smooth out and let your mind become quiet. So first we will meditate on the mantra Om for purifying the body. So let's begin with a deep inhale. Feeling the vibration of Om resonate in your head and throughout your body. Visualizing a brilliant white light growing at your foreheads or the crown of your head, intensified with each chant. And each chant, this light spreading through your body, cleansing away tension, cleansing away fatigue, and all negativity. And sensing your body becoming pure, luminous, and light, the body of awakening. Om. 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 And then allow yourself to pause, breathing normally, relaxing, resting for a moment, and feeling the spaciousness of the Om mantra. We will now meditate with the mantra Ah for purifying the power of speech. Inhale deeply. Ah. Letting the sound flow from your throat smooth and open. Visualizing a warm red light glowing at your throat center. Ah. And feeling this light dissolve away all harsh and untrue words and all inner chatter. Ah. 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 And feeling your voice, your communication, and your words becoming truthful, kind, and clear. Ah. 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 And you are now in tune with the vibration of wisdom and compassion. Ah. 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 Breathing gently, resting for a moment in silence and stillness. Then let us meditate on the syllable hum for purifying the mind. Deep breath in. And visualizing a deep blue light shining brightly within your chest. Hum. 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 With each repetition, allowing all mental restlessness, worry, and fear to dissolve into this vast blue space. Hum. 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 And feeling your mind becoming calm, radiant, and aware. A clear sky, untouched by clouds. Hum. 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 And resting quietly in this awareness for a time, feeling the power of that mantra. We will now chant the full mantra AUM AH HUM 9 times, letting the vibration flow through our whole being. AUM AH HUM. AUM AH HUM. Om 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 Ah Hum. Feeling your body, speech, and mind perfectly aligned, radiant, peaceful, and one with the universe. And I invite you now to rest, breathing normally, in a place of stillness, in a place of silence, integrating the mantra and its power, feeling it working toward the fulfillment of your intentions, and making the energies of the mantra Om Ah Hum one with your being. Feeling gratitude for the stillness, for your breath, and for this moment of connection. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Taking a moment to again be aware of that divine presence within yourself, guiding you, protecting you, healing you, teaching you, and creating new realities within your life. And then taking a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight, knowing you can replay this broadcast and do this meditation again and again whenever you need. And you can always just chant the mantra Om Ah Hum to yourself whenever you have need. And then gently opening your eyes and returning with clarity, calm, and compassion. And namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight. And Jai Ma. Jai Ma. Jai Ma. So I hope that you enjoyed tonight's meditation. As always, I would advise you to take some time for some quiet contemplation before resuming the day or the evening's activities. I'd like to thank Zigzag Zebra for joining us and everyone else who is joining live this evening. And I'd also like to thank everyone who'll be watching the recording of this broadcast in the future. And I look forward to you joining me Friday night, 7 p.m., for Puja and Satsang and my sharing of a Cha-based guided meditation for strengthening our sense of self-worth and our sense of spiritual wealth, as well as material. So until then, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di. Thank you again. Have a wonderful night. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma.